Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So today, let's take a look at the 2026 BMW M340i. This model's finished off in Arctic Race Blue Metallic. MSRP is just over $69,000. This has the premium package, M Sport Pro package, parking assistance, and the driving assistance package. So it's very well equipped for this family style sedan with some added performance. So let's start off with what this is powered by, which is the 3-liter turbo inline 6-cylinder. It's also paired to the 48-volt hybrid system, along with the 8-speed automatic, and pumps out 386 horsepower, 398 pound-feet of torque. This model here is rear-wheel drive, so 0 to 60 is 4.4 seconds, and it has a top speed up to 180 miles an hour. Now, as we move on to the exterior styling, with the Shadowline package, it provides it with all the gloss black. So you'll notice that on the kidney grille, there's also active grille shutters, so those will open up to provide cooling when needed. There's the camera system along with the sensor for distance pacing, parking sensors as well, and then the dark housing for all of the LEDs. And then a few lines coming down the hood to give it a great look. With the lines and contoured edges in the lower section, it gives it a more sporty look, which is great to see. Now there's also the gloss black wheels along with the red M Sport brakes. There's gloss black for the power folding side mirrors, which have a camera and a turn signal, and this model also has a sunroof too. And then there's a few lines. The lower side skirt also pops out slightly there, protrudes slightly to give it a great look. And then this has a very small gloss black spoiler. There's LEDs for the lighting, backup camera, all the parking sensors, and then this has a dual exhaust, which also features remote start. So you can use the key fob and just triple tap on this, and that's how you can start it up. And then you can also triple tap on that again to shut it off, and then you can use the key fob as well to open up the cargo space, or you can use the electronic release underneath to gain access to your cargo, where this has a powered trunk lid. Now for this sedan, you have a good bit of space with the back seats up. You can fold them down, of course, and then you also have some storage bins on both sides to place items as needed. And then with the controls up top, you can either close the trunk or lock the vehicle. If you do lock it, just grab any door handle, and that's how you can unlock the vehicle. Now this model has blue stitching for the interior. There's some brushed accents, Harman Kardon for the audio, and then storage in the lower section. And then as we fold the seat down, it does fold flat, and you have a large opening there to place in additional items. And then at 5'10", I have a good bit of leg space. You have vents, climate adjustments, some auxiliaries. I have about a ½ inch or so of headroom, so I can at least sit upright and be comfortable. You also have the armrest with cup holders, and you can also fold down this middle seat by itself. So you can use that to grab any items, or if you have some smaller items to push through, you have a few options to go with. Now this also has memory seating adjustments. There's your window controls, trunk release, more storage down below, and then the same stitching up top. You do have automatic front seats with the one manual support, and they have more of the blue stitching to add to the design, along with M Performance down on the carpeted floor mats. And then as we start this back up, there's a leather steering wheel with the flat bottom design and the M badge, brushed aluminum for the paddle shifters. All of the cruise control settings are on the left. Right side, there's volume, tuning, Bluetooth, and voice commands. You also have a lot to go through within the gauge cluster too. So if you go to content, you can pull up all this information just depending on what you would like to see. So you have some performance information and just some daily driving information to pull up as needed. You can also change the entire layout, so depending on how you want to view it, and you can also get into the head-up display, where there's a few different settings for that as well. Now you have your headlight adjustments with one air vent, and with the infotainment system, the lower section is always going to be fixed, so you can easily get into all of this. Where you have a drive recorder, drive settings, interior and exterior lighting. You even have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Under the home screen, you have nav on one side, and then you can scroll through this info on the left as needed. There's your climates, navigation and music, and then shortcuts to your heated seats, heated steering wheel, and temperature adjustments. There's carbon fiber underneath that, along with air vents. There's also volume tuning, hazards, and defrosters. Now under this carbon fiber lid, there's cup holders, auxiliaries, and wireless charging in the back. Now you don't have to use this as a touchscreen system, so there are shortcuts down below to quickly get through this information and use those. For the shifter, simply just flick it in the forwards direction. That is actually reverse, where you have automatic parking, backup assistance, and then a 3D view. So you have no shortage of visibility around this vehicle. Now, if you put it into drive or sport mode, simply push on this shortcut on the left and you have a full forward-facing angle, and then parks on the back side. There's also traction control, parking sensors, engine start-stop, and you have a few different driving modes, which will change the exhaust slightly, but it will modulate your throttle, so you have a little bit quicker response in sport mode. And then there's auto hold in the e-brake, storage with an auxiliary, a locking glove box, and then garage door buttons, dome lights, and controls for both the sunroof and sunshade. Those are both automatic. And then with a look at visibility, you have some thin pillars in the back, so you have quite a lot of glass for this sedan. So I'm in sport mode now, second gear. Here's a minor acceleration. And it definitely sounds good. Not quite as beefy as the M3, but you still have the paddle shifters that are super responsive, and you get a little bit of added throttle benefit from sport mode and a slightly louder exhaust too. So this is what it's like to be behind the wheel for the M340i. Definitely a great layout, and it's a fun vehicle to drive. A lot of people daily drive these. You can take these to the mountains. I have friends with them going through mountain twisties. It's a vehicle that can handle situations like that. So even if you maybe don't do some performance style or sprinted driving, if you're going on a road trip, you're on some back mountain roads, you have a confident vehicle to get you through those turns, even just at normal speeds, which is nice. So you don't have to worry about body roll or anything like that. It's a pretty planted sedan, which is great. A little bit of pops in those exhaust noises there, but you do have some piped in sound. I haven't found if you can turn that on and off. I know some of the other models, you have iconic sounds, which is the exhaust that you can turn on and off. And then as far as the turning radius goes, for being a small sedan, this is really impressive. So I didn't even have to back up for that. So it's going to be very easy to drive in parking lot situations and tighter spots like that. Well, let's give this one more acceleration. It definitely has a lot more than I'm doing today, but a fun sedan from BMW. So that is going to wrap it up for the 2026 M340i. Once again, huge shout out to Hendrick BMW Northlake for providing this for me today. Take a look at their website, give this video a huge thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and consider smashing that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with our daily uploads, and I will see you all in the next video.